It's a double bill in our final showcase of Week 6. First, on the East Coast, the Patterson U look to simplify their path to a potential 5th straight A7FL championship appearance with a first-round bye. But with only 2 spots open, they need to win out in style. The Boston Omegas, defined by grit and gumption, are led by a quarterback in Corey Hammond, who has done all he can to bring a team-first mentality to the first-year squad, desperate in need of leadership. Now their 6th and possibly most daunting challenge to date stares them down in Asbury Park. Across the country in Las Vegas, the OTT and the Force are closer than the Force would like to be in the playoff standings. Led by Savion Cunningham's unparalleled return skills, the OTT have one of the highest scoring teams in the league. But with a defense that lacks consistency in a division known for dynamic scoring, they've fallen behind on the scoreboard and in the standings. The Force, however, find themselves in an unfamiliar position, walking into 2023 the defending division champions, now at 3-2, rocking in the 4th seed in a crowded Nevada bracket. Will the Force's coaching and defensive discipline be enough to stifle Cunningham and co? We find out now as we count down to Throwoff.
Yeah. I'm ready to play now. Put me in the game now. I came here to prove it. I'm ready to do it. I can't be afraid now. Put me on the stage now. I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out.
From somewhere in between space, time, Las Vegas, Nevada, and Asbury Park, New Jersey, we finally welcome you to the 3rd Game of the Week broadcast here in Week 6. I'm Matt Ryan. It'll be the Omegas taking on the Patterson U, and in Nevada, the OTT taking on the Force. But before we head into this unique, dynamic broadcast, and I bring in Big Rob Fabian, let's tell you a little more about the A7FL. The A7FL is 7-on-7 football, no pads, no helmets, all action. And folks, we got rid of kicking in this league. Instead, we have the 3-on-1 throw-off, featuring some of the most dynamic returns in all of pro football. You'll want to stay seated for that one. And also, we've gotten rid of kicking after the touchdown as well. We have the 1- and 2-point conversions instead of your traditional extra point system. Let's talk about how we got here for all 4 of these teams. First and foremost, for the Boston Omegas, they're trying to find their way. Building a team and a division is not easy, but we see players like Goose and a litany of other talent coming down from Boston every single week and putting in one hell of an effort. Spoils of war. The Omegas might surprise some people and pull off the upset today. Would I put money on it? Not necessarily sure, but anything can happen in the A7FL. And, well, Hammonding. The leadership and grit of Corey Hammond has become a part of this Omega's DNA, and I'm excited to see what they do against the Patterson. For the Patterson U, it's built for all seasons. We saw them dominate last week in monsoon conditions. Run, baby, run. Marcus Hard Body McKinney got 4 rushing touchdowns in Week 5 and Round 5. This team is focused on a 5th straight appearance in the A7FL Championship. A win today gets them one step closer to that goal. And, well, let's talk about teams trying to make their first A7FL championship. For the Vegas Force, a late season surge, a table run here could fast track them to a division title shot or a potential showdown with Sick With It in the opening round of the Nevada playoffs. Twin Devils, Mark Cooper and Curtis Jones are a dual threat for this offense, and if they can set that up with the run, the OTT defense is going to be on their back foot a lot this evening in Nevada. And Defensive Force, they are a top 5 scoring defense 5 games into a 7-week season and look to hold firm against a dynamic OTT team. And how'd they get here? Cunningham. Savion Cunningham could, in fact, be the best returner in the A7FL. He has been a reason why they've been in or have won a lot of games this season. Some new additions on the team might be able to bolster their ranks, but they have holes in the boat. They've given up the 4th most points in the league heading into Week 6, and that is not going to be good against a Force team looking to emphatically seal their trip to the playoffs and scoring drive. Despite giving up the 4th most points in the league, they've scored the 3rd highest of any offense in the A7FL. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out this afternoon. And, well, let's take a look now at some receipts. And when we're back, it's time for Throwoff here on the A7FL Games of the Week. It might be tougher sledding for you guys than it was in 2022.
No, I just want to make this clear. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. The Force is a dominant team on the West Coast. There is no team on the West Coast, new or old, that I see as a threat. Speaking, not even as a player, but just like as a fan of the game. And taking myself off of the team and watching the guys that they have left, the Force will win the division again for the second year in a row. And here's a little insight of how serious these guys are on the Force. So a lot of these New Vegas teams and also the old teams are participating in a fall season. For what? There's no joy in that. There's no championships.
Is Curtis Jones correct? We'll find out. But first, as we get things started on the 3-on-1, it is the Boston Omegas taking on the Patterson U here in Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian. We're throwing off in New Jersey, and that one will go out of play, and it is the dot boss, Markeith Williamson. Rob, before we went on the air,
he did tell us he would be taking the 3-on-1, and I was like, I didn't believe him, and here he is, proving us wrong. They're having fun. I get it. I did ask them to go easy on our friend. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping they go easy on Corey. We all like Corey, right?
And then we'll start with a dead ball run. That's Markeith, the dot boss. Williamson
the
loses the ball.
And
the Boston Omegas will start with the ball.
And it's only funny because I know Dot is laughing right now. I know Dot is...
Amonquo, the one who picks it up.
Everyone is laughing at Dot and with Dot. I know it's all jokes right now. That's hilarious.
Jaquan Mason looking like referee prime.
Wow, man.
What a way to start off this game. Let's take a look at the replay.
Oh, my
So much
goodness.
jam. There was so much jam on the ball.
That's Ant Live's brother on defense. Oh, wow. The Omegas look like they tooled up.
And you see Goose set up next to Corey Hammond. Behind him.
Man. Steven Rivera's also in the backfield. They're running a very odd offensive front here.
Is Corey Hammond about to Corey Hammond this?
Mm-hmm.
Ocho Uno saying Corey should have won the do-rag for plus 10 stats.
I told him to.
And he sets his running backs into receivers. The snap off the screen.
He's
Corey Hammond throws this one deep downfield. Caught! Touchdown, Boston! You got me,
Boston
Goose!
with a touchdown on their opening. He's saying, guys, we've been here before. Let's relax.
In a red line overload, flying into the danger zone, the Omega Man, Corey Hammond, gets it to Goose. 6-0 Omegas. What is going on?
I don't know. Hey, Mike Jones, you still want that 20,000 peso bet? Oh my goodness! Wow, Corey Hammond. It's so wild that even the score has it wrong because they can't believe the Omegas are up 6-0 on the U.
The software's like, no, that didn't happen.
That did not happen.
It was a pick 6,
he didn't
right?
just do that. Even Joel.
Why you do that, Corey?
Why
you do that? The snap. Hammond with time. Overthrows everybody. Tried to land on the crash pad, but
Joel Rivera's at home slapping his knee and laughing right now. Mike Jones, I'm here. I'm still here for that 20,000 peso bet, Mike. We can make it happen.
And it will be number 23, Sadiq Pitts now returning it.
Can you believe it, Matt?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm watching.
Look at this.
Hammond with confidence.
Pump fakes.
They bit on the screen.
Excuse me,
Sadiq Pitts, number 23, gave up the GOAT on that play.
And Goose is just wide open. And Goose is a short thing. I told guys, Goose is New Jersey good. He's not just Boston good. He's actually good enough to play in New Jersey.
What a play.
And I know the U is kicking themselves right now and yelling at they're yelling at Dot Boss and saying this is all your fault. You owe us. Because you got to remember, this Boston team is very hungry, man. They didn't come here to play around.
If they win? Oh, and Sadiq Pitts.
What is happening?
Losing
What
the
is
ball
happening?
again.
Oh, Huss. Oh, he got him.
Hold on. He had him.
Oh, Huss. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness.
It only gets him to the 25.
With the dance moves. Wow.
What
goodness.
is going on?
Hey, man.
In this game?
It's football, man. Any given Sunday,
I'm so
right?
confused.
Any given Sunday, Matt.
OTT stopped the force on the first drive, immediately score on a 5-play drive. They're up 6-0.
Oh, wow. OTT?
Yeah, OTT up 6-0.
So both teams we didn't expect to be up are both up at the same time.
But purple teams are 0-1 today.
Oh, wow.
Will they be able to break the trend and what a play.
That's a great catch by Goose. Goose has a nice case for Rookie of the Year as well.
And it will be 1st and 10. Carlos Crosland under center.
Great to see him back and healthy at the helm.
3 wide receiver set. The Maryland native will launch this one downfield. It's a horse racing out of the hands.
And that
was number
easy.
16.
That was easy.
Ernest Wingate.
Ernest Wingate is usually good for those. He usually catches those.
And that was a big stop by number 3. That's Jamal King, a.k.a. Why Me. Crosland threw a dot.
Yeah, man. Crosland got that arm on Crosland is something else, man.
It's
He has
dangerous.
a cannon, Matt. He let that thing go. Wow. And again, it's hey. Oh, okay. The same play. That's a cannon. And it's right on the money. But great defense by number 13. Who's not on the roster, but
there's the handoff.
Mr. Incredible, Steven Rivera, NY, Jeremy Spellman, and Troy. These guys are very familiar with each other. I know it might not look like it, but Jeremy Spellman, Troy, these guys, we've all played back in Trenton together against each other on numerous occasions. So some of these guys are very familiar.
12:05 left to go in the first. You do not adjust your sets. The graphic isn't wrong.
It
The
is
Boston
correct,
Omegas got the ball first off of a turnover on the 3-on-1. Crosland looking to put 6 on the board. Will throw. That's picked up by Doc Boss. Markeith Williamson. Williamson looking for redemption. Brought out a play.
And Marquise Williamson, a.k.a. the Dot Boss, of course, he owes dough. He owes us money. I can't believe he let that happen. So I'm definitely looking forward to what he has in store. I need a head tap or one-hander on 2 people.
Point or something.
Something, a point. Yeah, we got a point earlier from Sterry Codgerton. I hope that goes up because that was we have a lot of plays.
Drenched in an orange shiesty. My man in witness protection.
Snags looks like the Patterson U Spider-Man.
He looks like the Invisible Man right now.
This is wild.
Spider-Cuz. The Baltimore version of Spider-Cuz. And that's a handoff to Angelo Lewis Jr., a.k.a. Snag Sosa. Snag Sosa.
He gets bouncy.
Hits him with the bachata feet and then gets caught at the 30. Drops his bandana, but we'll get the first down.
And Snags, I'm very happy to see him in prime form, bouncing around and running as explosive as he used to be. He looks good. I thought Snags might have lost a step. I haven't seen him play at that high level for such a long time. Coming back this season, Snags has been nothing but good all year. I don't think I've seen anything bad from Snags.
And number 10, that's Rashad Knight, the man who brought us the point earlier this season.
Got to respect that man.
And they fake it on the play action, caught, slip, slide, touchdown,
and
Patterson.
Just like his namesake, that was too easy.
Ernest Easy Wingate getting in there. And it looked like Ryan DePaul gave him a tap on the sideline.
The fix is in. I thought he would do a better job than me on the 3-on-1. Burton did a 3-on-1 today?
Yeah. He took one of the early 3-on-1s for the BIC. He took one of the BIC 3-on-1s.
How did he do?
Not well.
Not well. Better than Dot Boss, of
Yeah.
course.
He didn't fumble the ball. Well,
Okay.
of course.
Of course.
So
right, Burton. At least you didn't fumble. Oh, man. Mike Jones, you have not responded to my 20,000 peso bet.
And just going for two. Crosland will throw it. Come on, bro. Come on.
And I
Willie Easterling, Willie Money Mayweather.
no.
Oh, no, pardon me, that's Scoob.
No, that's not Scoop either. That he has on someone else's jersey. They're giving Matt the fits. He has on someone else's jersey. That's not Willie Mayweather. That's not Scoob. And I'm blanking on his name like I don't know the guy. I know the guy. That's the crazy part.
Probably played with him.
Oh, no, I played against him. They're all going to laugh at me for forgetting his name. And he's going to be mad at me for forgetting his name. I'm really drawing the craziest blank right now.
But that one-handed
Chick.
catch.
There we go. How am
Chick
I blanking
Morris,
on
Amir
Chick?
Morris.
How did I just brain fart Chick? That is
But our
crazy.
rosters are very wrong. Our rosters
One
are
hand
very
king.
wrong.
That's Chick. I know it's Chick, bro. It's me. It's Big Rob. I know it's Chick. I'm looking at his face. The jersey says, what did the back of his jersey say? Not Chick.
It's tied 6-6 in Vegas. It's 8-6 here in Asbury
Wow.
Park.
Simultaneous. Amir Morris, Chick. And, oh, man. Oh.
That'll bounce into the end zone. That's a live
That's
ball.
Ant's brother,
And
right? That's
he
Ant
is in
Lyle's brother. Oh, my goodness. The spin move. He makes it out of the end zone. Thank
and he
goodness.
gets it to the 5.
Ooh, thank goodness. He makes it out of the end zone.
Would it not be a touchback at that point?
He kind of stepped out and went in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think that would have been a safety. And I don't know. I mean, what does Corey have? Look at his face. Don't look at the camera, Corey, please. trying to get these guys to save you. You're throwing darts and scoring touchdowns.
Savion Cunningham making it 12-6 OTT.
What?
On another return.
Oh, man. And the Force wonder why they drop constantly every week. It's just not even close. It's not even close.
And we see Corey Hammond inside the huddle.
Hardbody in the chat. Hardbody, how did I forget Chick's name? I just completely went blank. Wow.
Ocho Uno saying, look away, Corey, look away.
Oh, my God.
Corey Hammond about a yard into his own end
Do
zone.
you smells blood? Do you smells blood?
Off the hands of the receiver.
Now, Corey's going to go back in there and blame himself, but not me. I always blame the receiver, especially if it touched your hands. Come on now. If it touched your hands, you got to make that play. It doesn't matter who's covering you. It touched your hands. He put it in the pocket. Come on, man. Put it in reverse, Kurt. Put it in reverse, Corey. Put it in reverse. Ocho Uno, you're hilarious. I'm not going to lie. I heard it just how the dude said it. Put it in reverse, Corey. Listen. Corey looks like Doc Brown from Back to the Future. Oh, my goodness.
Goose, we've got to go back to the end zone.
Ooh. Corey's eyes. Corey's the only adult male in A7 that looked like he got
Flag on the
taller.
play. Sitting here with us.
No, he looked like he grew from his old film to now. Looks like
Because of all the time he got hit, his spine straightened out.
he ruptured his growth plates. They activated his HGH. Wow. Wow.
8-6 your score on Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. We'll get a live look in Nevada in just a few minutes.
I mean, I'm trying to see what the next play is so I can get a gist on what Corey's game plan is for this very stingy U defense. Oh, wow.
And there's the handoff. It was offsides on the defense, giving the Omegas a bit of a reprieve. The jersey not getting a reprieve, though. And that's number 44, A.K. Aline.
Yeah, he doesn't
on
want
the
us to call
carry.
him Ak. It's just AK. Ocho Uno thinks Corey has knee replacements. Oh, yeah. Joel Rivera is 100% correct. He threw the first play on the Omegas, he threw a touchdown against the U. Corey's never going to give that up.
No.
Yeah, that's his play for the rest of his life. Corey's going to bring that up every time he talks to Ryan Shamar, anytime there's a conversation about Moon, Dot Boss, Bird, anybody. He's going to bring it up every time. You should just be ready for that.
And it looks like the OTT getting a stop, but it's 3rd and 1 here in Asbury.
Wait, the OTT stopped the force again?
It looks like Goose keeping it.
Oh, my.
Goose trying to huss and can't get it with quite a fuss, and it will believe 4th down.
I mean, Corey looks like he's opening up the playbook a little bit, giving guys an opportunity.
It's a 2-point game. You might as well try something.
You could always run.
Yeah.
Corey, quarterback run.
4th and 1, and they'll err on the side of caution here on 4th and 1. And give the U the ball. Hammond frustrated with the decision, but will run back to the sideline.
Oh, you know he is.
I could have made that 1 yard. I could have ran that yard.
I could have fell that yard, but.
No, I'm talking as Corey, not me.
Oh, not as you?
Oh,
if it was me, then yeah. If it was me, I'm getting 10 yards. But if I'm Corey, I could get like 2 or 3.
And on the throw-off, that will go out of bounds, and they will mark it at the 43-yard line. So some pretty decent field position for the Patterson U.
4 and 1. 4th and 1. What do you do? What do you do, Matt? I mean, I've seen teams earlier. 4th and 1. You kind of run that risk.
I feel like what you're trying to accomplish at this point in the game is confidence in your team.
Right.
But that also needs confidence in your defense.
True. So give them a chance.
Yeah.
Understood.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball marked inside the 45-yard line. And it looks like the Force have got on the board and tied it up.
Oh, wow. They have a game out there in Vegas.
And we'll peep in on that one throughout the evening. The snap, and there off the screen, that's Sadiq Pitts. Pitts will get to the 40.
Sadiq's been pretty much a favorite on this U's team.
He's been one of the more consistent options outside of Pat Coburn. I'm not sure I've seen Pat Coburn in the lineup today.
Today, I don't think I did. I definitely don't remember seeing him out there.
But in this situation, if you are the U and you're looking ahead towards an interesting playoff picture, what happens if things stay the same?
I mean, you might have to go to Baltimore and face the Watchmen. And I don't think anybody wants to do that. It's a lot of traveling for these guys. I don't think everybody wants to travel like that.
The snap, the throw, caught, open, slips to the defender. Ski Johnson hitting the slopes and hitting the end zone. Touchdown, Patterson.
Yeah, and Ski is one of those guys. Well, back when we used to play against each other, I never understood how or why Ski was so fast, so shifty, and so agile, but that's who Ski is. He's always been that way. He's a receiver that people don't really talk about Ski, but on those underhand throws and them throws right there in the slot, Ski's dangerous, and he gets very shifty for a guy his size, and he's probably bigger than your corner.
And with 6:30 left to go, you score 14-6. They'll go for 2 after the touchdown.
Joel Rivera definitely feels like on 4th and 1, with the season being where it's at, playoffs in 2-3 weeks, you go for it.
Yeah.
That's how Joel feels. I can't say I don't agree with him.
Crosland, 3 wide receivers, 3 on the line, alone in the
Prelude.
backfield. Pardon me, Kenny Prelude, and that one caught by number 132.
By
Rec Ratty.
It's Sherrod Cervantz.
And it's 16-6. The U in the lead. The Omegas got on the board first, but momentum has been dashed, and it comes in the form.
He looks like he's smiling while he runs.
Ski Johnson.
Look at his eyes.
Grimacing into the end zone.
Look at the smile the whole way, smiling through the mouthpiece. Insane. That's a great touchdown by Ski.
And the lights are on here in Asbury Park as the sun begins to set. in the Garden State. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian, and it's been an exciting day of football.
Very exciting.
Our first game got a little bit away from us.
For sure. Second game was a very tough competition. It was very, very hard-fought game. Snow Tribe showed up and played their hearts out, and now we have a similar situation here with the Omega striking first, but the U quickly striking twice afterwards.
And it will be number 88 returning it. That's Jeremiah Spellman. He'll catch that at the 15. And Spellman will slip through one defender, will get caught by the second. And that's number 88. That's Mr. Incredible, Troy Smith. Ocho Uno saying it's already scary hours.
Yeah, I mean, the
lights
came on.
The Force took the lead in Nevada, 13-12. And if this game gets out of hand here, we're pivoting over to Nevada,
where it's a much more competitive game.
And it feels like the two teams that get hated on the most in the middle of that A7FL Nevada structure
are the OTT and the Force.
Yeah, because the OTT have such an they have Savion Cunningham, but their defense is so inconsistent so far this season, and the Force, a bit of a dose of reality going up against a team in the Insomniacs, going up against the Sick With It. They've faced some hard lessons here in their second A7FL season. The handoff, in trouble, stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be second down.
Caught immediately by Fletcher. Fletcher didn't even give him a chance to get past. That's Fletch right there. Fletch is a guy I had a hard time blocking back in my heyday, but then we became teammates and won a chip together. Shouts out to Fletch. Amir Chickmore. Chick, I'm sorry. Chick gonna watch it like, Big Rob, you forgot my name. Chick, I drew a blank. Come on now. I really drew a blank. Like the biggest brain fart you can ever have. Corey going out there with some confidence, though.
It'll be second and 11. Hammond will set back, shotgun, one running back set to his right. Hammond will throw. It's a horse race. Almost caught, almost picked, almost tipped.
I mean, a lot of things could have just happened. Me and Corey spoke earlier, but he talked about how most of his passes are 50-50 balls. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's a pass that could have been caught by his receiver or could have been intercepted. That's just the types of passes he throws. A few people in the chat definitely judging them for not going for it on 4th and 1.
It was an interesting decision, not necessarily one we agree with here in the booth, but that is why we are in the booth.
Indeed.
If we were running a team, that would be hilarious and a terrible idea.
You know what? I'm okay. I'm just tired. I wouldn't want. I just don't have the patience to run a team.
It'll be 3rd and 12. The snap. Hammond
under
in
pressure.
trouble, brought down inside the 15, inside the 20.
Thank you,
and
Craig.
Picked up by Craig Pitts.
Wow, Craig Pitts, you're a great guy.
He got that letter we sent him.
He did? It sounded convincing, right?
Yeah, it did.
He did. Craig Pitts, you're a great guy. Way to sack him and not try to destroy him. He could have power-bombed Corey. Anything could have happened, but he helped him up.
And it will be 4th down. And
Justin Guerrero says, imagine throwing a 50-50 ball if you don't have a 50-50 receiver. I mean, he has Goose. Goose is pretty good. Again, I think Goose is Jersey good. I think Juice could have been on the Animals team and been a number 1 receiver over there, or even helped out on BIC.
And that will fall out of play. It has gone an interesting route. Someone in the chat saying they need some milk.
Oh, man.
It is close and contentious football in the West Coast. The Boston Omegas down by 10. It's still early. It's late for us, but it's early in this game.
Yeah, early for Vegas, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What time is it over there?
Around 4:30.
Oh, wow. Lucky you guys. Sun shining. Must be nice. Snags. Snags has most of his face out now.
Snags with the babushka on.
And he's back to being Spider-Man.
We know he's going to have choice words for us.
Oh, yeah,
when
Snags
he
is
live
going to tear
streams.
us up. You know, like, y'all got jukes.
Was that your Baltimore impression?
That's my best attempt.
And there's the handoff to Snags.
We were
Snags
just
down the
talking about it.
sideline.
So
Snags,
explosive.
so.
Unhand me,
Angelo
sir.
Lewis
Excuse
Jr.
me.
Sir, hits him with the Huss, hits him with the Hind, pulled down at the 21.
And that's what he does. Snags is that explosive. Like, every step with Snags seems like a bomb's going off for a Huss.
It's fairly concussive. Like,
honestly, his change of direction is so violent and fast. It's just, again, before I even realized who Snags was back in the day, I just kept hearing about how good he was.
yeah.
I finally got a chance to watch him. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's good. He's like really good. Like, courage and then him in conversation's good. But Snags is really, he's liable for one of those. Yeah, Dot definitely owes us like 2 touchdowns. Dot owes like a one-hander. He owes something. Do a backflip into the catch, something. You can't. Sherrod Savance at running back is a sight to see. Let's see it.
And Sherrod
It's a sight to
Savance
see.
getting to the 20-yard line. Pardon me, the 15-yard line.
Listen, Sherrod Savance has the moves. Please don't let appearances fool you. Sherrod Savance has the moves to get into that end zone. And, okay, his back of his jersey says screw, but Amir Morris is another one. You've seen him with the one-handed catch.
And when we look at the standings across the A7FL.
Oh, Justin Durrell with the
Justin Durea
With
donating $1.99 to the Corey Hammond O-line fund.
That's not enough to pay me, man. Oh, Sherrod Savance again.
Sherrod Savance wrecking Ratty into the end zone. Touchdown, Paterson.
Wreck Ratty, I told him before. I have a few favorite players in this league. Like, for the oddest reasons. I think Wreck Ratty is an underrated football talent in this league. He just scored a running touchdown.
Yeah.
And he's built like that. He can
Rob,
do that.
In an update in Florida, the O-Town Orange are now the 2 seed after their win today.
Oh, wow.
By virtue, but they play one more game, I do believe, before the Florida championship game. That's on May 21st against the Nightcrawlers.
So they'll be at the 2 seed still. Cool.
Depends on how many it comes down to net points at that point.
At that point. Wow, I definitely don't want to read those net points. That's wild. Oh, my goodness. Some of those numbers are wild. But Sherrod Savance, Rashad Knight, and Trey Cohen are probably some of my favorite players this year.
Yeah, and they will be going
Rashad
for
Knight
2
at quarterback.
after the touchdown. It's 22-6. Throw, caught, not brought in time. Dot Boss trying to act like he caught it.
I mean, he caught it, but
didn't catch it inbounds, I think.
And Dot knows he owes us. I'm surprised that they didn't make Dot do some push-ups. Dot owes us something. I feel like sending someone out there and be like, listen, the chat wants something from you, Dot. Push-ups, a touchdown, something. Oh, yeah,
and average time in the pocket for Corey Hammond is 1.66 seconds.
Today?
So far today.
Oh.
So that's up on the
That's
average.
up. Yeah, it's usually 1.3. I'm mad I know that.
And you are watching us live on the A7FL.TV and across the world on DAZN. We want you to be a part of the conversation. Follow us across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat. Search the A7FL wherever you get social media, wherever your favorite social media platform is. Come hang out with us. Come experience the fastest and longest running spring football league, the A7FL. I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Big Rob Fabian. Your score 22-6 with 1 second left to go in the first quarter. And an opportunity here for Boston to make something happen.
On the return, let's see what he can do with it. Gets the ball. Let's see something, Gene.
Cuts through, and on the untimed down, the young man holding on to the ball. That's number 7.
Gene Hernandez.
Very
risky to try to rip the ball like that. Imagine if your other guy's not holding him up properly, you go to rip the ball and just let him go. And now he's running down the field for 50 yards. That's dangerous. I definitely agree with Nicholas Cruz. Animals versus running. Listen, the
That's going to
Snow
be a
Tribe,
fun game.
I think the Snow Tribe can give the U a good game. Don't know if the Snow Tribe will win, but I definitely think they can give the U a good game. And the Animals versus Renegades is going to be a phenomenal rematch if everyone comes back healthy.
Yeah. If we get healthy, two healthy teams.
Yeah, it's going to be a great playoffs. The playoffs feel great. I haven't felt this good about it. Maybe it's because I'm so far removed now. I'm 2 seasons removed. And Corey.
Hammond off the screen, off the hands of his receiver.
He's going to blame himself, but again, you got to catch it. You got to catch it.
Jamal King, why me? Will be asking himself that question.
Indeed.
Fox Flay saying that you got a couple of weapons over there on offense. They
Oh, for
have
sure.
a great
Oh, they
veteran
do.
core.
They definitely do.
But when it becomes a horse race, the sustainability of their older talent will come into question once we get into the playoffs.
Very true, but I think
It won't be an easy road for any of the top three teams.
I don't think for
to
any
make
team.
it to the Eastern Conference Final against Florida.
I don't think it's easy for anyone. I don't think it's easy for the Watchmen.
It's Berger,
the SC, or
who's
the
Nicholas Cruz. Shout out to Berger.
Berger. What's up, Berger?
The snap.
Corey with
Hammond
time.
thrown off the hands.
Gotta catch that.
It's the gloves. He's wearing different gloves. He's not wearing the yellow ones.
And Craig Pitts, again with the hit on Corey, but helps him up. He's such a nice guy, man. Such a nice guy. Don't hurt Corey Hammond.
That's the hashtag. Don't hurt Corey.
Don't hurt. Save Corey. Save Corey, man.
And at the end of the first quarter in Vegas, it's 13-12. I thought I saw K Uno on the OTT for a second.
Interesting. Well, that'll be some very interesting development if that was the case.
Yeah. Then the OTT would make a bit of a run. And it looks like there's some frustration with a flag. A snap.
Miscommunication between Corey and his receivers right now. It seemed as if
Pardon me, that was Ramani Levy.
Goose.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Okay.
1 quarter down. 3 more left to go. Day is turning night here in Asbury Park. And it is 22-6 at the end of the first quarter. The Patterson U on top of the Boston Omegas. And as we look on a beautiful sky tonight.
How calm the water
Yeah,
is.
it's such a departure from the action on the field.
My goodness.
And also, on top of everything else, just dealing with what we've had, 22-6. And if you want to be a part of the A7FL, if you think that your town has the best athletes in football, if you're Miami, if you're Florida, anywhere else in the United States, if you're Atlanta, Georgia, if you're in North Carolina, if you're in Texas,
oh, man.
if you are in San Francisco, if you're in Oregon, if you are in Alabama, or even my hometown, your hometown in New York City. Bring the A7FL to your town. Time is running out for the 2024 season. If you want to put your name on the dotted line and bring your team to your town, go to a7fl.com/owners. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And that throw on fourth down was out of play.
Smart throw. You don't want to give it to the guys on the punt.
Yeah.
You just don't.
You don't want to set them up for anything.
You're allowed to throw it out of bounds on the punt. You throw it as hard and as far as you can to give them the least amount of field that you can give them.
And Chuck Hayes, we want to come to Detroit. I'd love for the A7FL to be in the Motor City. There's a great football tradition there.
Great market.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. I'd love to see it in Chicago. I think that our style of football in those cities would resonate so well.
Yes. Yes.
I'd love to see us in St. Louis.
St. Louis would be great.
St. Louis or Indianapolis, like those towns that love football, that have such a tradition. We have that now in Columbus. We're building out Columbus, such a great college football tradition. New Jersey, it's where we started. It's where the protozoa of the A7FL started. Sadiq Pitts, the snap. Crosland throws a dart downfield. Caught!
And there's Troy, Mr. Incredible.
They don't call him Mr. Incredible for ha-has. He's brought down at the 1-yard line.
And that's always what Mr. Incredible was able to do. He's definitely that guy.
Troy Smith talking that talk.
Humble guy, humble, always high-level athlete, always able to catch the ball, extend the play, everything. That's always been Troy's MO. Always. Won a championship with that guy, too. A championship with a lot of people.
Yeah. Or a championship broadcast team.
Yeah, it's very true.
We'll be calling our second straight A7FL championship together.
Right.
It'll be my fourth with Corey.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was involved with, almost all the ones you
19,
called.
21,
I was
22.
involved in 19. I was
Yep.
involved in 21. And I was in the booth for 22.
Yep. Shaquille Scott saying, next game, please. We will be going.
To Arizona.
We'll be out there in Bullhead in July.
July 23rd.
So if you want to see the A7FL there, and also if you want to hang out with us, if you're on the West Coast and you want to spend a weekend.
Prayers for Omegas. Hashtag prayers for Omegas. How amazing is it that the championship would be in Arizona and people from Arizona would actually come to that's just a phenomenal
That's a
throw and
beautiful
great
play.
catch. Yeah, that's just great. Way to not give up on the play, but yeah. Like, imagine we're going to the Arizona and these guys come to the game and it starts the Arizona market just from us being at the championship over there.
It is the possibilities for this league are endless. On the carry, that's number 10, Rashad Knight pointing his way into the end zone, touchdown Patterson.
Too easy. Why does Rashad look like he got in a little bit of shape, like he lost a little weight or something? Rashad, you know you on camera now, big fella. All right.
And if you want to rock the Patterson U gear, if you want to get some Boston Omegas merch, head on over to a7fl.com/gear. That's a7fl.com/gear. And get yourself some merch from your favorite team across the A7FL. Get me some Vegas Hunters merch. Maybe even get some Insomniacs merch. They're at the top of the league. Maybe even get some of those Orange Snow Tribe swag.
I'm saying I just want one of those glasses that these guys be wearing.
Those Pit Vipers?
Those Pit Vipers, right in the booth.
You can't get those at a7fl.com/gear, but you can get your favorite A7FL team apparel right now at a7fl.com/gear. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian, Corey Hammond on the field. The toss, the catch, and that one incomplete on the extra point attempt. It looks like they had to redo it.
If Dot Boss is on your A7FL fantasy team right now, you are highly upset. You are very upset.
28-6, and we take a look at the replay for the touchdown. Actually, this is the play that set up the touchdown.
Great blocking.
Crosland throwing deep and giving the Patterson U a little bit of hope that the second seed is within reach. The Omegas get the ball, but it won't be the last time. But they need to get back on the board to stay alive here in Asbury Park. 28-6, your score in the second quarter. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And we see here the Boston Omegas will be getting the ball back with 13:27 left to go in our second quarter. Contaravez Williams, sorry I butchered your name there, saying the A7FL needs to come to Oklahoma. Mike Jones thinking that the Omegas will come back.
Yet has yet to accept my $20,000 peso bet. That's insane, Mike. Put your money where your mouth is, Mike.
Money spending Mike. And this ball will be thrown up, and that's going to be returned by number 96.
Oh my goodness.
Stopped. Almost stripped.
You see this,
now Sadiq Pitts. Goodness. And there's a flag on the play.
It's a little bit excessive. It was definitely excessive.
It was Ernest Wingate also in on the tackle with Pitts.
Oh, my goodness. How many flags are coming out? I just seen every flag possible.
And I love that the Boston players are taking up for their teammates.
As they should. It was a bit much from Sadiq. It was a little bit much. He could have just held him.
The money man saying that Dot Boss low-key, the best tight end in the A7FL.
Oh, no, money man, that's high-key. The best tight end in the A7FL. He's been that guy for a long time. He's been that guy on a high level. Dot Boss has been one of the best players in the league. He was one of the best two-way players in this league for a long time because not only did he play tight end, he would go out on defense and play that defensive end spot and be a legitimate threat at creating pressure situations for offensive linemen who weren't either athletic enough to deal with his speed and length or smart enough to realize, have enough IQ to deal with them.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Corey Hammond and company looking to get back on the board. They started off getting the ball on a turnover when Markeith Williamson dropped the ball in the 3-on-1. They were able to put 6 on the board when Goose got a deep ball from Corey Hammond. Now behind the 8 ball, and the U will jump the line.
Burton is huge. He just picked
He's
up
a large human.
Yeah, he just picked up 2 offensive linemen. But I think that's on the offense.
And they will move back 10 yards. And they will go to the 5, near the 5-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 15.
They seem to be respecting Goose a lot. I mean, he did score on them. Goose can go back to Boston saying that he scored on one of the best. He's scored on almost every team that they've played against.
Yeah. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. 1st and 15. The snap. Hammond. Throw. Caught. And immediately decimated. And it will be 2nd down.
That's Steven Rivera on the catch. Phenomenal catch. Great throw. But Amirchik Morris is all over that, covering it very well. Amirchik Morris, a guy who's been at the top of his football career for a long, long time.
And it will be 2nd and 14. And as we start, the street lights start to come on. Just reminds me of playing football when we were younger.
Oh, for sure, on concrete and basketball courts.
Hammond will snap. And up. Oh, no.
My goodness. I think
Corey Hammond getting up.
It was a phenomenal hit. It was a great tackle.
That tackle by number 31.
That's Charles Irving, who's a former all-star running back in this league. Charles Irving was a problem at running back.
Tackled him so hard he knocked his own do-rag off.
Hey, man, Corey tried to get freaky. I see it. Charles Irving wasn't having any of that
and the
whatsoever.
Force getting on the board, making it 19-12 in the 2nd.
What a hit.
Yeah, that was a wallop.
But Corey's taking worse than that.
Yeah.
He kind of just runs into it, momentum.
Walking
gets
to the
it.
game.
Yeah, for sure.
3rd and 6. Hammond.
Oh, good blocking.
Throws the ball deep. Caught out of his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Come on, man. Listen, man, half sack send help, man.
And it's starting to rain.
Where?
In Asbury Park.
Oh, I'm out. the water's moving and everything. Oh, nah. This is why I wore a long sleeve, because it gets a little nippy out here on the way out. It was nice and sunny. You would think it was summertime when you're out here during the day, but as soon as nightfall comes, holy, the breeze that comes through here, and listen, you catch chills. You got to catch the ball, man. You got to catch the ball.
And for the 3rd time today, the Omegas.
Oh, they threw that in bounds. And that's Amirchik Morris.
Morris. Gets low bridged by the defender. I wouldn't talk all that smack, 95. You're down by 3 scores.
Right?
But Boston happy that they avoided allowing another 6 on the board.
Because what are you guys going to do, right? People are going to scream at Corey, say Corey's trash and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a guy like Corey, they give you this much time, which I definitely want to check the time. It has to have gone up. Corey puts it right in this guy's purse, in his Birkin, in his bag, and the guy still drops it.
And we'll see the replay of the 3-on-1. Hit him with the oopsie daisy.
Oh, he tried to jump over him. Corey sandwich, big smash.
I can go for a big sandwich.
A big sandwich? Actually, okay.
That was my nickname in the street.
Big sandwich?
Big sandwich.
I had a lot of nicknames growing up. Big Rob's the one that stuck.
Yeah.
Though. Definitely stuck.
Matt Big Sandwich Ryan alongside Big Rob Fabian. 10.5 minutes left to go. Carlos Croslin standing behind center for the Patterson U. The U giving Crosland nothing but time. And that's caught.
That's Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible.
That's what he does. That's normal for him. That's so normal. Seen how he extended for the ball, perfect in stride. Carlos Crosland with the on the money throw,
making it 34-6 as it continues to
kind of,
the heavens have parted, and so has the end zone for the Patterson U.
And Ocho Uno, I have to agree with you. It's just Corey's too good of a guy to say, hey, man, you got to catch that. Corey's going to say, man, I should have thrown you a better ball. But in that situation, no matter what Corey says, you can't throw a better ball than that. Case in point, look at what Carlos Crosland did. That is a perfect pass. In front of him, high enough. The man didn't even have to jump. In stride, that's just a great pass, man.
Ocho Uno saying that the DBs are playing in cement shoes.
Nah, those receivers on the U are just that fast. Ski is a problem. Snag's not even a receiver. I wouldn't want to see Snags in the slot at all.
And he's fully a U player now. He's got the U towel and everything.
He's ready.
He's snap, ready. Crosland.
And look at Rashad Knight.
Oh, pardon me, Rashad Knight caught in there.
Amir Morris.
Amir Chick Morris.
Another
and it's
staple.
34-6. It looks like they didn't get that one, but
no.
We are here live in Asbury Park. The Patterson U rolling. Carlos Crosland putting it up. Troy Smith considering himself Mr. Incredible, having an incredible day. They count it. It's 36-6. Patterson up big. And we're coming to you live from Asbury Park, but on July 23rd, we're going across the country. Me, Rob, and Corey getting into Studebaker like it's the Muppet movie, heading out for the A7FL National Championship. It'll be a big weekend, championship weekend, hosted by A7FL Las Vegas. We want you to be there.
I'll be
there.
Keep
locked to A7FL.com for ticket packages, ticket information, and how you can join us July 23rd under the lights inside the first indoor A7FL National Championship.
It can't be any fairer than that. No conditions, no heat, no nothing. Play football.
But the heat will be on. East versus West. We'll find out who's the best. That's July 23rd.
What just... Okay.
They gave him the 2 points.
No, not the 2 points.
Oh, what?
Troy, you'll see. Insane.
Troy Smith pitches this one.
Oh, man.
And that is a live ball. That will go out of bounds.
A touchback.
That'll be a touchback. And rarely do you see a touchback in this league.
Rarely. There's just a great throw by Troy. Troy, who has played quarterback before, which someone did make a mention. If I'm not mistaken, it was Jay Roller who said the U shouldn't have any quarterback troubles. If Moon can't get it done, if Carlos Crosland is having a hard time. Kenny Prelude and Troy have both played quarterback before.
And Lil Isla asking a question in the chat.
He was on fire, Isla. He's on fire. So, take from that what you will.
And it looks like Corey Hammond on the sideline now.
What is happening?
I don't know, but they have Corey Hammond
I guess there's a discrepancy on if that's a dead ball run. Why would that be the situation?
I'm not sure. But we will see Boston with the ball. Dead run from the 25. That's number 6 on the return. He cuts to the sideline, and he'll run out of play, ran out of room, but gives Hammond probably his best starting position of the afternoon, the second best.
And we've seen what happened when Hammond had a little bit of space and the time that he's been given. Who knows if he can dial it up here. They are locking up on
Kenyatta Johnson on the return.
Jumpy register already. Can't wait to see Joel Rivera back out there with his team.
And the rain, it's raining outside. How much will this affect Carlos Crosland behind center?
No.
He wasn't playing in the monsoon game last week. We haven't seen Crosland behind center in quite a few weeks here
Honestly,
in the A7FL.
He was healing up. He might have started that game against who? The Watchmen.
Yeah.
He started that game behind center.
And Hammond, you're starting to see the wind flower through his hair. The snap, play action, Hammond in trouble.
Knight is just going
Rashad
after
Knight, and that one thrown out of play. It was intended for Goose, and it will be second down.
Rashad Knight with the pressure. Again, Rashad Knight looks like he's in terrific shape. He looked bigger at the start of the season. He looks like he's lost weight and thinned up. Go ahead, he's getting play. And this is what I'm saying about these top-tier teams where you might have watched them earlier, but like, oh, they don't look that impressive. Oh, this. It's getting warmer.
And let's take a look. And we're getting towards the playoffs. Let's take a look at how the playoff picture is set up. Our national playoffs start in 3 weeks' time. We'll be off next week. Our regular season week will be on the 21st. But right now it's the Patterson U taking on the Snow Tribe, Silk City taking on the Renegades, Tampa taking on Orlando. That's changed. This is how we look heading into today. It'll now be the orange to throw on the screen. Cuts through, gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, brought down, and it will be third down. And you see the Crush will take on the Chaos. The Heist will take on the Volcanoes.
In a round-robin situation.
Yeah, it'll be a round-robin. The 1 and the 2 will play the 4 and the 3 respectively. And the teams that come out of that, and then you see on the West Coast, it's the Insomniacs taking on the Kryptonite, the Sick-Witted taking on the Force, the OTT looking to play Santa Monica if things hold up, and the Los Angeles Aces will play the Hunters.
Can we get a quick score update?
And we're taking a look now. It's 27-12 in Vegas. The Force starting to...
They're starting to separate themselves, as they should, because they shouldn't be in a game with the OTT. But when you got a guy like Savion Cunningham ready to blow something up, I understand why it's difficult. And Marcel Bates is talking to him. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and Corey
Charles
gets
Irving
hurt.
with the crushing hit.
And it will be 4th and 11. 36-6 your score. The snap, and we saw Hammond
Look
here.
at Charles Irving. Wow. I didn't talk to Charles Irving before the game. He didn't get the memo not to destroy Corey. So you see he's going full steam at my guy, man. Charles, please. Hashtag save Corey.
Ocho Uno asking for people to pray for Corey.
Hashtag pray for Corey. I would love to get that trending.
Oh,
my! And then he comes back, and on his phone there's a bunch of pray for Corey hashtags.
Then there's the chance on 4th and 11. They'll try to push the pile and get it to the 49. And it will be with 7 minutes left to go. 7 minutes left to go here in New Jersey. And time winding down in Vegas. We'll get a live look in Nevada in just a moment. The OTT with the ball after the timeout. Now let's take a look. Well, the A7FL ticker coming up after the timeout called by Boston. Their first charge timeout. And we'll look around the league. Let's go now to Nevada. And we see 27-12. OTT with the ball. G. Hurd behind center.
I don't think that's G. Hurd.
Oh, number 33 with it. And he gets it to around the 32, and it will be second down.
Is that G. Hurd? G. Hurd, I read a message earlier that wasn't sticking until I just realized G. Hurd might be Gerald Hurd, and he said he's in New Jersey. I think G. Hurd's in New Jersey.
And that was Deleon Walker, Deleon Walker behind center. It'll be first and 10 for the U.
Why didn't you stop by, G. Hurd? What's wrong with you?
The toss, that's to the Sadiq Pitts. Sadiq Pitts will come out of play around the 43, and it will be second down. With 6:32 left to play in the half. The U in the lead. And we'll take a look back into Vegas. As 2nd and 4 here in Nevada. Looking live.
And there's more hashtags pray for Corey. I'm seeing it.
And with 4:24 after the flag, we'll stick with the 2nd and 4. The snap by Crosland. He throws a dart deep. Caught.
And that's
Touchdown.
just too easy. Carlos Crosland he just looks so comfortable back there. Like he's been playing quarterback his entire life. He doesn't seem to have even a bit of an issue playing that position. And again, it makes you wonder, and he said it in the chat himself, had Carlos Crosland been healthy against the Watchmen, do the U lose that game? It's a question you end up having to ask. Look at that. That's a pretty ball, man. Perfect throw. You have to ask yourself, do the U lose that game?
I don't know, but
He doesn't seem to think so. He thinks the U wins it.
42-6.
Pray for Corey and Corey for MVP. Pray for Boston. Yeah, no, let's not do pray for Boston.
No, let's not.
That's a whole nother
That's
thing.
a whole, yeah.
Yeah, let's do pray
Let's
for
talk
Corey.
about,
Yeah, let's keep it. Pray for
Let's do
Corey.
the Corey Building Fund.
Yeah, there we go.
And they will go for 2 from the 10-yard line.
Oh, Jaquise Worley with such a phenomenal question. Okay, let's go. Big Rashad Knight.
Rashad Knight going for it, and he will spike this one.
I think in
42-6, you score.
Oh.
Go music. Go music. We see Crosland
That is a pretty pass.
just dropping a dime,
Perfect.
putting 6 more on the board. The U looking to pad their resume heading into a crowded Northeastern playoff.
Oh, yeah, it's correct.
Want to make sure that the path goes to Patterson and nowhere else. They're leaning with it and rocking with it, 42-6.
I see more pray for Corey's. Oh, man.
Mike Jones, a bit quiet in the chat. Patterson has 3 times the yards of Boston so far this afternoon.
Yikes.
Evening. It's nighttime now. The moon is out. Easy Wingate, 2 receptions, 73 yards. Both catches led to touchdowns.
Touchdowns, yeah. And that's what these guys on the U are able to do. Take the top off. This is going to be a very interesting playoff run for every team involved. I wish every team a healthy playoff season. I hope everybody recovers quick and can rest, enjoy their Mother's Day, the
next 7
layover.
days is going to be.
I think it's very vital to take care of your bodies coming up, coming towards this playoff season. Like it's going to be intense.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Michael Faith asking you to go protect Corey Hammond out there on the line.
I can't read, Michael. I'm sorry. I tried. I can't read that. But Jaquise Worley with a great comment. I don't think early spring that a Vegas team could come out here and do well. It's too cold.
That mixed with the rain, and here's the 3-on-1 throw. Beautiful night sky here in Asbury.
Oh, Lord.
That is a live ball, but that will go out of play.
Dead ball run.
It'll be a dead ball run.
Yeah, sorry, Michael Faith. I can't read what that says. I see my name, though. I can recognize my name. Recognition, letters, putting them together. Rob, go,
Yeah, right, buddy? Hold on.
I can't read that word. And then it says for Corey and then an emoji. I see that, yeah. That word, though, with the B in it, I don't know what that word is.
It's what you used to do. In the league. It's what you were a Hall of Fame. What you did as a Hall of Fame.
Win championships. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Go help Corey win a championship.
Oh, my leg.
What's harder?
Wait, what's that? What are you saying? What did you say? Matt, I can't hear you for some reason. What's going on? Wow. Definitely can't hear you for some reason.
And it'll be a dead ball run.
See what he got.
And he is met by Troy Smith, Sadiq Pitts, and number 16, Ernest Wingate. And it'll be 1st and 10. Some solid field positioning, but
definitely
unsure how advantageous it will be. 5:41 left to go in the half. It'll be interesting to see what happens both out east and out west, as seeding is in play here.
Oh, indeed. I mean, and everybody's just, kind of, they're starting to, write the paths out and understand who has to travel and do this and do that. There might be some interesting things that happen between now and the end of the regular season to make sure certain teams are put in certain positions. But we'll find out soon.
And it was a final in L.A. The Aces 53, the Vibe 32.
Oh, wow. Okay, Aces. Okay.
But the Vibe keeping a little more pace in the last couple of weeks.
Interesting with the Vibe. I don't remember those guys since that whole pants debacle when the guy was wearing baseball pants and he said he was better than BIC.
And then, well.
Yeah, and then we never saw him again.
And Vegas happened.
Yeah, we literally never saw those guys again after that, which is very interesting.
42-6 you score.
Just because there's a camera on guys doesn't mean to talk. I'm just saying.
It'll be 1st and 10. Hammond at the 50. The snap. Throws off the screen.
Oh, my goodness.
Gets wrapped up and only gains a yard there. That's Craig Pitts on the tackle.
Craig Pitts was being very nice. Craig Pitts is a good guy. You hear me? He is a good guy. That's one of those plays where you could have sent him to the negative zone. Off frame, just took his whole everything out. And Craig just made a good tackle, got him out of bounds. That's it.
And it will be 2nd and 9.
Ocho Uno thinks purple do-rags for the entire Omegas team. I mean, they'd look more uniform. That would be great.
If they did that, they'd have a better shot as we head into the third quarter. Hammond throws it deep. It's a stride for stride race and out of the reach of the receiver.
And that's what's tough. Again, you got guys like Troy, who has played corner in this league, and safety. He is a receiver at heart.
Yeah.
He can track the ball. He can run stride for stride with the best of them. He's one of the fastest in the league as well.
And a shout out to our production staff today. Alex Soberman, my producer, David Soberman on stats. We had Zach Morgan doing a litany of things, but we also had some help today, some new blood here in the A7FL. I want to give a shout out to Cole Gardella.
Shouts to Cole, man.
Joining us on the broadcast today. A Dallas sports fan who's born and raised in New Jersey.
Poor guy. It's tough out here for Dallas fans.
The throw to the sideline, incomplete, and it will be 4th down.
That one I blame on Corey.
Yeah, that one was a little too spicy and a little too high.
Yeah, I blame that throw on Corey. Yeah. The other one's not so much. He said 50-50, more like 15-85. You don't think Corey throws 50-50 balls? I know what I said. I definitely know what I said. Wait, that's not catchable.
It'll be 4th and 9. The snap, Hammond throws, and that one was intent for somebody, and the Patterson U will get the ball with 3:08 left to play here in the first half. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian, the A7FL Games of the Week. And we are heading towards the end of the first half. The Omegas scored first after the dot boss, Markeith Williamson, fumbled a 3-on-1 dead ball return. But ever since then, it's been Patterson U scoring 42 unanswered points. Going up against a Boston Omegas team still trying to find their identity late in the season. Well, they have an identity, but just trying to find their first win in franchise history and finding tough road to hoe. And with 2:45 left to go, and it will be Crosland behind center. Wide receiver in motion. The toss back from Sadiq Pitts. Crosland will fake it out. He will run right down Broadway. Crosland will find the seam. He will cut towards the sideline. Slip, slide, gets past the defender and runs out of play inside the 5. It'll be first and goal at the 3. And that looks like that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in Asbury Park. And that one was brought us inside the 5 at the 2-minute warning. Corey Hammond, 5 for 15 so far today. 1 touchdown, sacked twice, and his average 1.62 seconds in the pocket. And here's the play that Crosland set up to get that first and goal. Forgave all checkdowns and then just decided to run right down the field. Crosland, a wide receiver at heart, did not expect to start this season for the U. Was a reluctant starter behind center, but assumed the role in week 1 of the season. Got injured against the Watchmen. Was inactive the last few weeks at quarterback. And Crosland back today and putting on a tremendous performance against a game but hamstringed Watchmen team. From the 5-yard line, the snap, and there's the toss to Sadiq Pitts. Sadiq Pitts will walk this one in, and it will be 48-6. And it has gotten out of hand, and Sadiq Pitts getting in the running man. And a minute 54 left to go in the half. They put 6 on the board, and look like they will be going for 2. At the 10-yard line. And with a minute 54 left to go, we got to wonder what will happen at halftime. And out west, it is no better. It is 35-12. The Force on top of the OTT. But a lot possible for them in this half. They'll go for 2, will the U. The throw, and how did he do that? It is always thick boy season in the A7FL. And number 14, Booby Miles, Marcel Bates. And he said that he started this league. He's one of the people who brought you the A7FL and using much more colorful language than I could. And making it a less close, less contentious contest here in the latter half of the first down. And at the half, we'll bring you stats, highlights, as many of them as we can bring you. It's 50-6. We'll see here on the scoring play. Crosland right over to Booby Miles, the one-handed catch, bringing it down, a thick boy conversion, making the U50 boys once again this season, the Omegas, looking to implode. Day turns into night here in Asbury Park. Matt Ryan joined by Big Rob Fabian.
Oh, I saw that live, by the way.
What? Yeah.
I saw that live. Just had to help calm down the sideline a little bit. You know, hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Saw that one-handed catch live.
And that one will bounce. That's a live ball at the 10. Cuts through one defender. Brought down by number 232. That's Sherrod Servance. Ratty.
Servance. What a great nickname. And he looks like Jadakiss. Do the laugh. And I know, Yasmin, I know you probably don't know who that was that caught the pass, but that's Marcel Bates. That's how he plays. He's been doing that for years.
The fact that he just did that so seamlessly.
Yeah,
though,
he's been playing like that for years. That's who he actually is.
First and 5. Pardon me, first and 10.
6. Wow. Bates used to do backflips at that size. He's never changed size.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I've never been able to. He's done backflips at that size. Comfortably.
The snap. Hammond throw. That's to Goose. And that'll get about 5, and it will be second down. And that was Kenny Prelude in on the tackle.
Wait, who's Team 24 Momo? How do you try out for the purple team? Well, I think they'll be holding Boston tryouts in a few months.
Yes, after the season, there'll be open tryouts.
Oh, Yasmin knows exactly who that is. All right. As long as you know. If you want to win, let Booby spin. You know his rule.
Hammond on his bicycle.
Oh,
Corey
whoa!
Hammond gonna run it. Hammond hit with the Pitts hammer, the pit bull.
Craig Pitts wasn't having enough. He said, "How dare you run on me?"
Corey Hammond gonna do what on me? Nah, fam.
You see the hair Pitts back when Corey starts running? Oh, yeah.
Looking like Kenny Stabler when he was on the Oilers towards the end of his run. Just that gray hair flopping around in the wind.
He just takes off, put the burners on. Go ahead, Corey. Justin Durrell, indeed. I don't know anyone who goes to the gym as much as Marcel Bates and looks exactly the same, but his athleticism goes up by like 1,000.
Well, sandwiches are awesome.
Indeed. You know what? I'm full. I'm not. I don't even need a sandwich right now.
I could eat.
You could eat?
I could eat.
I think I'm okay.
The Patterson U defense have been feasting this afternoon. The U scoring 50 unanswered points. There's the catch at the 35. And trying to get around Craig Pitts, you can't get around him. You can just try to, delay the inevitable.
And what a dominant career for Craig Pitts, who's literally been kicking behind since, again, I always say since I was a kid playing in this league. I remember Craig Pitts just being a dominant force since back then, and he's still out there now doing it. It's impressive to see guys like Craig and Moon, Troy, Marcel Bates.
And playing at a high level still.
High level at that, yeah.
And
Savvy
Boston
vets.
calling a timeout, their second timeout. They get the ball at the half. At halftime, we'll have highlights. We'll check back in with Las Vegas as they're about to enter their halftime as well. It looks like it is halftime in Nevada. It'll be 9 minutes till they come back.
The score over there is looking...
It's 35-12, but Savion Cunningham getting the ball is...
Okay, and we know how that goes.
The snap off the quick screen on second down. Battling there. Number 6 keeping moving. No whistle yet, and there it is.
A lot of heart in that young man. And that's what you want to see. I'm going to be honest. If I'm a lineman, if I'm a quarterback, if I'm on a team, I just want to see the effort, honestly.
I believe that's Kenyatta Johnson.
Win, lose, or draw, I just need the effort, Matt. I can't do it if I don't see the effort. I won't play. I truly won't play. If I see my team doesn't put out that effort, I'll go home. I'll literally go home. Thankfully, I never had to do that. Yeah, I never had to do that, but...
In trouble. Hammond throwing out the jukes. This will be the last play of the half. Goose with the ball. Goose throws it, and that's a lateral, and that will go out of play. And in a half on an upswing, some positive momentum, but the Boston Omegas in an unenviable but real normal position for them. The first-year franchise is...
Very normal.
It is... a little rough road, rough sledding for them.
But we all started, that bad. Again, when I first started on, I started on a team called the Disciples. We won no games. Then the Riot Squad.
Let's take a look at the stats at the half.
Oh, my goodness.
The only turnover, in terms of turnovers, the Omegas are 1 for 1 on scoring off of turnovers. But 281 passing yards. Only over half of Corey's passing yards came on the first play of the game.
Oh, wow.
Since then.
So that 70, it's that first play and then.
Everything else.
Everything else. Okay, right. Wow.
But with not a lot of time in the pocket, under 2 seconds to throw the ball.
Under 2? How much is under 2? 1.8?
1.6.
1.6 again?
1.6.
I feel like he had a little more time this time. He's been rolling out and stuff.
And congratulations to everybody over in Nevada. It's a big day for them, and it's 4 minutes until we throw off here. And let's take a look at some highlights. We'll take a brief time out here. Play some music, and we'll be back in a minute. 50-60, you in the lead. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. We'll be back in 4. Want news and information with the biggest names in the A7FL? Want to hear more of Matt, Rob, and Corey? Well, subscribe to the A7FL 3-on-1 podcast. Every week, whether on DAZN, YouTube, or A7FL.TV, you get the video version. But anywhere you get audio, you can get the A7FL 3-on-1 podcast absolutely free. Go to A7FL.TV or your favorite podcast provider today to get the 3-on-1 podcast. Rep your favorite A7FL team today by buying from our official A7FL merchandise partner, Squad Locker. From jerseys to shirts, hats, phone cases, and more, the A7FL Fan Shop has all the essentials for every A7FL fan. Whether you're a hunter out in Las Vegas or you rep the DC Buzz, you're ready to rock your favorite team wherever you go. Go to a7fl.com/shop. That's a7fl.com/shop and pick up your gear now. Are you watching the A7FL and want to bring the future of football to your hometown? Head to a7fl.com/owners now and learn how you can bring the longest-running spring football league to markets across the United States. Whether you're in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, NYC, or on the beaches of Miami, the time is now to get an A7FL division. Head to a7fl.com/owners to bring your team to your town in 2024. Welcome back to the A7FL Games of the Week. It got dark outside mad quick.
Mad quick. I mean, no pun intended either. Maurice Taylor in the chat, watch this.
And shout out to the Paper Football League watching along.
What's up, brother?
How's everybody doing tonight? Pac-Man saying Marcel Bates ordered the bucket of wings for his halftime snack.
He might have. He was just in here bragging about it.
I got boneless General Tso's wings when I get home.
Boneless General Tso's wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fair.
There's a spot by my house.
You always eating good when I talk to you, too. Every time I hit you up,
I'm fat and I make decent money.
Yeah, man. Listen, I wanted Panda Express after I spoke to you one time.
Oh, yeah.
And I rarely get Panda Express. I'm a P.F. Chang's guy.
There's no P.F. Chang's. This is where we're at. This is where we're at in the conversation. Welcome to Matt and Rob's podcast. That would be the podcast.
That really would be the podcast.
If it ended up just being... If we ended up leaving the A7FL.
That's it. The podcast is us talking about great foods we eat. And Marcel Bates was in here trying to bet that he can also run a touchdown in and throw a touchdown in. And I'm not taking that bet because he's definitely capable of doing both of those things. After a one-handed, well, let's be specific, a non-dominant left-handed one-handed catch on someone.
And in Vegas, it is not as desperate. But Savion Cunningham about to get the ball for the OTT. We may want to look in live on that. But it looks like Cunningham is going to get the ball in a moment, so would love to check in on that. Once we get some more information from Vegas, we'll be cutting to that live, but we're glad you're joining us. Paris B asking, what happened to the Las Vegas Forces?
Nothing. They're winning.
Yeah, they are winning. They're winning pretty well, and this will be the first. We'll check in on this 3-on-1, and then we'll go to the other one. This is a live ball inside the 5-yard line. He's going to have to score or move ahead, and he's brought down at the 7.
Yeah.
And let's take a look live now at Nevada. And we take a look here. Savion Cunningham. Savion Cunningham!
Oh, my
Mama, there
goodness.
goes that man! Slip slide! That man is an MVP caliber runner. Going 0 to 60, gone in 60 seconds. Touchdown, OTT!
And it's like no one has an answer for Savion Cunningham out there. has not been good, but he's been their bright spot since the fall.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
He's been one of the most impressive players we've seen in the A7FL. Rookie of the Year caliber candidate, making it a closer game. Savion Cunningham. Savion Cunningham!
Oh,
Mama, there goes that man! Slip slide! That man is an MVP caliber! And we're back in New Jersey. $50-6.
Running double tight. Corey Hammond wants to be protected.
The snap. Hammond throws, caught. Bobbled off the hands.
And as much as Corey's going to blame himself, you got to catch that. And Justin, I do feel like I respect Savion Cunningham for staying on the OTT no matter what happened and all these other people switching and jumping in and out. But you just got to imagine if he was just the go-to returner for a team like the Insomniacs probably won't even touch the field with a guy like that.
And it looks like the OTT were incomplete on their attempt to score on the extra point. So it remains 35-18 after the Savion Cunningham touchdown.
Yeah, that just means they're just going to play a full game. There will be no mercy rule over there.
Yet.
Yeah, unless the Force really decide to score a ton of points.
The snap. Hammond in trouble.
Oh,
Hammond brought down.
Oh, and
the dynasty may be forever.
Hold on. Was that a safety?
And it looks like they brought him down at the 1.
Big Mo Ramadan saying what he feels like Corey needs. And we would think it's an offensive line,
but not that.
Yeah, no. And Corey can definitely use a Cunningham. So he dodges
every
Big
team in the
Burton.
league gets brought down, and they'll whistle him dead at the 1. He was brought down. What touched first was his elbow inside the 1-yard line.
Fun, Snapple fact about Corey. I asked him if he wants another kid. He said no. While me, I definitely want like 3 more.
You just want to start your own basketball team or
Yes.
your own family band. And that one's caught at the 11-yard line.
Definitely caught.
But
You
it'll
only
be
need
4th down.
1 foot in this league.
And Rob, we'll talk about potentially this more on the 3-on-1 podcast, but some stuff went down at halftime.
Yeah. We can't confirm, but it's just, a lot of
Playoff football is playoff football.
Yeah, it gets intense, and, when you're up this much to a team, guys want to play in different spots and do different things, and sometimes it's just not in the vision of the people that are running the team what they want to do. So you get into disagreements, and that's pretty much what happened. They're all grown men. I'm pretty sure it's something that could work itself out by the time they get back on the field. Mother's Day is approaching. They do have some time to rest and think about them, these things. So.
And Hammond on 4th and 5, thinking about getting 5 more yards. Hammond will throw this one out of reach of the receiver Goose.
And that one is on Corey.
Yeah.
And Corey says it a lot, and I think he says it to prep my brain for when he misses a wide open throw like that. The hardest throw sometimes is the wide open one. Looks like the easiest. I feel you, Corey.
It is caustic. It is contentious. It is the A7FL here on A7FL.tv. And let's take a look back now in Las Vegas. It'll be 2nd and 10. That's not Rock Briscoe in there. Number 5 will carry this. He will find the seam. He will pull up, and he will keep plowing through people, hitting them with a cow catcher, brought down inside the 10. And that's number 5. That's Tariq Flowers, a.k.a. Voodoo Rick, putting a spell on that OTT defense that has been porous. And
things have pieced up.
And it looks like we'll have a new one in there, new quarterback, and snag Sosa off the handoff from Rashad Knight, putting 6 on the board. And they got their own stunner.
Stunner. What is going on?
And Craig Pitt's a wrestler. I will say this as a wrestling person. Cover him. Could be, should be. That's all. Ring the bell.
Gotta love it. Wow.
Let's put that one up on Instagram.
The showmanship today. Wow. What's going on?
By God. By God. You damn near broke him in half. Let's take a look at the replay.
Of the touchdown or the celly?
Both. There's the handoff to snag Sosa. He'll find Craig Pitts.
Get out of here.
He'll do a back roll over him, avoids him up and over, ducks one, hits him with the stunner. Great sell by Pitts. The McMahon sell. Snag sees him.
Ooh.
Talks him. And now for the 2-point attempt. The throw, and that's intercepted. That'll be a dead ball.
And there's definitely a flag on the play.
Oh, no.
You got to enjoy the clever A7FL celebrations. You got to love them. The dances, the wrestling celebration. What's going on today? Is it an attitude era celebration today? Are we feeling nostalgic? 2 Stone Cold Stunners?
Yeah.
And one day, the back roll. This was athletic.
The back roll, duck the line. Stunner! 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 Sosa's got him! Sosa's got him! He's got to go for the cover! Sosa's got to go for the cover! 1, 2, 3!
Isn't it fun, Matt? You get to do both jobs in one.
Oh, I'm so tired. That made me I'm so tired and so old.
Gotti screaming and throw in the towel. Throw in the towel, Rock.
They're murderizing you. You haven't been the same since Supreme Clientele.
Yeah, that's GG's.
And just blazing into the end zone, Rashad Knight putting 2 more on the board after the penalty.
Good to see Rashad Knight out there doing his thing, man. Glad they were able to get that going.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's why I'm with my teammate, Big Rob
Right,
Fabian.
listen, that's
our
what I mean.
our other teammate is
out
currently
there
getting hibachied.
Getting worked indeed. Oh, man.
Oh, what was that?
I mean, that's...
Leave your work at home. What was that again?
Sing it.
You got to work.
And where's this from?
It's a song from like 5 years ago. It was a girl group.
Oh, if it's a girl group, I have no idea what it is.
And there it is again.
This is
Stuffs the
great.
line.
And the way he sells it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. You think it's over. Get up. You listen to
sorry, son of a... You know I wrote for
That's what
Steve
you did?
Austin?
You did?
Yeah.
You really wrote for the
Yeah,
guy?
and
That's
in
amazing.
July, we're heading out west. Will the Patterson U take that trip with us? Will they be flying in the Big Bird all the way over to the West Coast, to the Silver State?
Spirit.
We'll find out. Will they be spirited away like a Miyazaki film to the A7FL
man.
Championship presented by A7FL Nevada? That'll be July 23rd. Ticket information coming soon to a7fl.com.
Bren, that is a very cold comment. I'm not going to lie to you.
And at the 33, the Omega's battle cry needing a V trigger or two.
It needs something. And Dion, I definitely saw your comment. Dion Davis said something along the lines of, someone needs me. My children need me, Dion. Not the Omegas, not the U, not BIC. My children need me, Dion. So I'm going to stay my behind right here and, enjoy my Monday mornings, go to the gym and stuff,
And also shout out to the first Stone Cold Stunner, which is currently on the A7FL Instagram.
Indeed. Which I didn't even get to see live.
None of us saw it live. The toss, that's a completion for Hammond.
Oh,
That's out at the sideline.
Whoa,
Boston not going gently into that. You knew that night. Boston calling. Touchdown, Omegas.
Wow. Is this the highest amount of points that Boston scored?
I believe they've scored twice before,
Oh, wow.
but we will check on that.
Oh, my.
It has been a banana pants afternoon and evening.
I know for a fact. Corey ran a touchdown against BIC and threw 2 touchdowns against the U. He's gonna talk to you guys crazy.
Oh, on the podcast,
Oh,
it's gonna
my
be
goodness.
it's gonna be rude.
This is Joel Rivera.
It's gonna be obscene,
Joel Rivera, I'm pretty sure.
and it has gotten out of hand in Vegas.
Oh, yikes.
It's 49-18.
Oh, goodness.
1st and 15, and it looks like Vegas has gotten back into the end zone. It has been not the best day for the OTT. They get 2 on the board. It's 51-18.
K. Hurd said that was the worst. That Gritty was worse than Kirk Cousins.
That's hurtful.
That's very hurtful, man. Be nice.
Mean in these streets.
Pray for Corey. Hashtag pray for Corey. It's happening.
And with 10:33 left to go, we're not there. Corey Hammond is in at wide receiver.
You got to be kidding. What in the bat? If Corey catches this, I'm losing it.
And inside, and there's the extra
Wow.
point. 2 points in there. And now it's 58-14. This Omega team's got some tricks up their sleeve.
This Omega team has heart, and it's half the battle. They're not afraid. They don't
You
care
want
who
a
they go
roster of
against.
guys like that.
Yes,
you
I
want
do,
a team
honestly.
of guys like that.
You do.
And
you
if
do. Guys who won't give up.
And if you want to talk about the A7FL, if you want to talk to us about the A7FL, you can follow us across social media, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, or YouTube. See what goes viral, see what happens, get up to date on everything in the A7FL, including the 3-on-1 podcast.
Indeed.
Hosted by me, Big Rob Fabian, and Corey Hammond, available every week where podcasts are sold. And getting in there for the 2-point conversion, the Omegas have not imploded. but have a long road to hoe here in the third. (58-14). There you see the touchdown scored by the Boston Omegas. And that was number 6. That is Kenyatta Johnson. We've seen him drop a couple of passes, and that pass by Corey Hammond almost doubled his passing yards. And thanks to Alex Soberman, who I think we can hear on the broadcast, dropping in knowledge like that.
Sherrod Savance. It's a dangerous man.
And 58-14.
If we can get an update on Corey's time in the pocket stat, that would be great. Hey, Big Rel, somebody already sent $2 for that. Oh, wow, almost picked. 51-18. These are very eerily similar games and similar scores. But Corey doesn't have a Savion. He has a Corey.
And we're back in Nevada. And we'll go back to Jersey for the 3-on-1. We'll check back in on Nevada in a moment, but the score is somewhat similar.
Very close.
It's like the score differential is just a little different. And is that?
That's Sherrod Savance.
Ratty!
That's
Rick Ratty! Rick Ratty!
You gotta do it.
Boy season! It's not a miss! Hits him with the huff! Slips slide! No way! Touchdown Patterson! tinyurl.com/A7FL merch. Get yourself a thick boy season t-shirt.
I told you guys, Rick Ratty is one of my favorite players for a reason. He's really like that. Phenomenal name. He looks like Jadakiss. Come on, man. Yeah, I'd be a little disappointed.
The jersey number is coming in from our producer, Alex Soberman. Accounts for all the ankles he just broke.
Okay, I feel it. A lot of huss. I got to give him the huss for that.
Run that back. DJ, play that back.
I got to give him the huss for that.
I feel like Bernie Mac on Def Jam.
Sherrod Savance. Oh, my.
Kick it.
Ocho Uno saying, oh, my. I'm going to head out, man.
That might be my favorite touchdown.
Take a look at this.
In 4 years of playing in here.
He gets them beat. He's like, come on, fellas.
And he's high-stepping.
And he stiff arms this guy. You're out of here.
He just burns out. He road rashes. And he just gives up on the play. He's walking to the sideline.
Yeah, he's just.
And shout out to my man in the yellow do-rag.
Lime green.
That's a lime green shiesty. Lime green do-rag.
Excuse me, sir.
He did not get the plus 10.
I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Excuse me.
And that's Michael Amankwa.
That's a big boy. Listen, Sherrod Savance has the legs of a wide receiver and the upper body of a guard. You cannot stop him. All right? You can't stop him with the face of Jadakiss. Yeah, I knew it.
Champ is here.
That's phenomenal.
Trying to rock 2 anthems a year. He's going to rock for a century and chase the book with the documentary.
Oh,
Life's a you-know-what like the mother from Blow. Let's go 64-14. Matt Ryan joined by Big Rob Fabian.
And the score just keeps growing. Matt.
This is starting to look like the Locks Dipset.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
That was bad.
The extra point was incomplete. Rob, this has been a fun day of football.
Oh, extremely fun.
And imagine the playoffs. When we're in Ohio and it's Ohio versus Nevada, Florida versus the Northeast. What?
Is it cold in Ohio?
It'll be June.
No, I don't know. It might be a cold place.
It'd be normal.
It'd be normal?
It's near Kentucky, so kind of the South.
Oh, kind of the South.
South-ish. They serve chili with spaghetti.
I would definitely eat that.
We might have to do an A7FL 3-on-1 podcast from the skyline.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Number 3!
Uh-oh.
That is...
He getting freaky.
That's Jamal King! Cuts to the sideline. Steal! He's out of play! But what a run back, and that man putting it on wax!
Boston Omegas. They're telling you this is not their last time. This is not the last time.
You ain't mercy ruling us.
I mean, it is. But no, they're going to fight. They're going to fight. My goodness. Imagine if he stayed in bounds.
Aote, I thought that was me watching this game, cleats and all. Let's watch this run back. And been trying to get past Troy Smith all day has felt like an impossible task.
And he steps out right there.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, right there at least. Imagine he doesn't, though. Imagine he has the wherewithal to stay in place. Think Corey's looking for another one?
Why not? The snap. Hammond throws this one deep downfield, out of reach of the receiver. He couldn't extend it. Incomplete. Can't be mad at Corey for that one. I think that was Dwayne Allen.
Yo, Chuck Hayes. Chuck Hayes. Chuck Hayes, leave me alone, man. Look, Ocho Uno says they don't put any chili in their spaghetti.
Look up Skyline Chili, my bro.
Skyline Chili, put chili in spaghetti?
Yeah.
I mean, which chili? Just red sauce, meat, and
it's like
beans.
this old.
Right?
Look it up. Look it up right now.
I'm saying that's what chili is, right?
Yeah.
So no one's ever had like spaghetti and ground beef.
It's a different thing. It's weird. It's not traditional. It's
not traditional.
Its own thing.
Chuck Hayes, leave me alone, man. I'm worried about Ohio and Jude. Yes, I am in the booth, Chuck. If it rains, I'm staying inside.
If you think that this booth that we're in, the broadcast bunker, is any good,
North-South kid. Oh my!
And drives the shoulder in.
They make me actually want to try actual chili.
And the Force have scored again.
Again.
It is 57-18.
CP3. Surprisingly, Corey Hammond has thrown 2 touchdown passes against the U.
Yeah.
A deep ball for the opening play of the Omegas. And what was that? What was the last one he threw for a touchdown? It was a quick screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Hammond dictating pace out there.
He's feeling it right now. His ears are red. You can tell. It's like his Super Saiyan form when his ears turn red a little bit. Look at him. You see this? Oh,
and he got the U to jump.
Fletch was coming.
That was Darrell Fletcher.
Hey, Corey Price, can we get an update on you, my brother? Can we get an update on how you're feeling? We have a few weeks off. We would love to hear how you're feeling and how you might be approaching the playoffs, because
the Renegades right now,
they're solidified.
They're in the 4 spot. They're in the 5 spot. They're the 5 seed right now. They'll play the Animals, who are the 4 seed right now.
If I go to Ohio, please have some Ohio chili ready for the kid. I'll definitely have some.
Oh, we're gonna go. I'm not gonna eat it, but we'll go there. And
I'm gonna eat it.
This coming in from our producer, Cincinnati chili, not the best.
I'm still gonna eat it.
Oh no. We're not sharing a
room.
room.
A bathroom. Yeah,
we're not sharing a hotel.
I courtesy flush.
I don't care. The snap, the catch,
boom,
bang!
Ooh.
Gets the first down, but a flag on the play.
Anthony Scott, stop. Anthony Scott, please stop.
That's mean.
That's so mean. Please stop.
I'm just glad no one's talking about my hairline. I'm always worried about my hairline.
Your hairline's fine.
Yeah, it's not receded yet. I'm starting to go gray.
I don't get gray. I think it's natural, but when you get to our age and it's not receding yet, I think you're in the safe zone.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I'm worried about like the top of my head.
Indeed, because that's someplace I can't see. So I have my loctician always check back there and just let me know if I'm fitting.
Our coordinator today, Cole Gardella, saying I have lovely hair.
See, because it's true.
1st and 10, no flag on the play. The snap.
Why not let it oh, my goodness.
Hammond avoiding the sack.
He's
Corey
running.
Hammond will get a gain of about 1 on the play, and it will be 2nd down.
Corey Hammond starting to look like Corey Price with the run. Not even close.
Corey Pruh
with the runs. I mean, he's trying.
Or Corey Ice.
Corey Ice. That was who he was, the Iceman, Corey Hammond.
There you see Devon Burton, Big Burton.
And the Renegades and the Animals rematch is something we all want, CP. We all want.
Yeah.
You want that. Huff wants that. Everyone wants that game.
That game as a playoff game, seeing the road both of those teams took here.
That'd be amazing.
Both teams coming off a loss heading into the final week of the season. It'll be very interesting to see how that susses out, because right now for the Animals, they play the no, they don't play the Watchmen, pardon me. Their final game's against the Boston Omegas. That's our 7 o'clock game on the 21st. For the Renegades, we take a look at that. They will be playing the Patterson U next week.
It's a tough road for the Renegades. I mean, but again, having CP3 out there, first round of the playoffs, going against the Animals, that's a phenomenal game.
The snap.
See if he can do something. Make
cuts
those
to
blocks.
the sideline,
he's
stays in bounds, and we'll get to around the 20. Had to get to the 19 for the first down.
I thought it was your mother's father that you blamed for a bad hairline.
I don't know how that works.
Me neither. They called him Corey Ice because people have to chisel him off the ground. Justin DeRea, you are mean.
That's just
That's just mean. And I read it out loud thinking I was reading it in my head. That's terrible, Justin. That's just terrible.
And in Nevada, it is still 57-18.
Yikes. And then he said, someone said number 88, Jeremy Spellman looks like Frozone, and now I can't unsee it. I'm stuck. Woman!
Give me my super suit.
Where's my super suit?
Goose in motion, looking to put on the super suit. He gets the jet motion.
Ooh, and he runs right into Bigger Burton, and that's no relation, by the way.
No, we did not know that.
We did not know that. I mean, two guys named Burton from Paterson. Kind of confusing if you ask me, but this is Bigger Burton, not Bonnet Burton. No relation. Gotcha. Ocho Uno with the hashtag Pray for Corey. We got to keep that one going.
Yep. Getting the Santeria shrine over in the corner there.
Hey, you know what? I got Justin following up. I got to give Justin a shout out because he did send a super chat to get Corey an offensive line. So Justin DeRea, you get a little bit of leeway because you do believe in Corey enough to send him $2.
The snap.
Why not let
Hammond
it fly?
facing pressure on 4th and 9. They will turn it over, but the Omegas not going gently into that good night.
Fighting.
And we'll see.
Rashad Knight at quarterback.
Rocking the do-rag, so he's got plus 10 across the board.
And there's more Pray for Corey hashtags coming up. I love it. I love it.
This is a fun job.
The chat is doing their thing. Pray for Corey. Pray for Corey. Not Corey Price, Corey Hammond, right?
Yeah.
Let's just because Corey Price, oh my,
the Maryland special
to a Maryland player. And
but it's incomplete. That was intended for Snag Sosa, who is taken off the shiesty. And you see him
his whole face is out. I didn't even know that was him. I didn't recognize the guy. We really need to get a video of Marty talking. Just saying hi to the A7FL so people can understand why there's such a shock. Yeah, you got to hear it, guys.
Hello. Sounds like low-key.
Deion Davis with a long-live Corey. Excuse me, sir.
Rashad Knight interception!
Whoa. Oh, my God.
Stays up! Pushes through!
Oh, my God.
Stays live!
Boston strong! Oh, my goodness!
Get into the 13!
And you see the look of disappointment on Charles Irving's face. It's just, why? Why? But you know what that does? That will Corey.
If, someone in the chat, Anthony Scott, Corey looked good as DC Buzz. What happened if Corey was on the DC Buzz? Are they in the playoffs?
It's about them being healthy.
Are they in the playoffs?
Oof.
Corey Hammond, full season DC Buzz.
Healthy?
Yeah.
Not him, but his receivers?
Yeah.
Corey's going to do damage if his receivers stay healthy.
He has Keon Charles. Might go make it.
They give him
Hammond
time.
on first down.
Whoa!
Off the hands of the receiver.
My
Second
goodness. Come on, man.
This sneakily turned into a game.
Oh, my goodness. My boy, Redbeard the Pirate. You got to catch that, my guy. And he tries to sidearm it a la Huff. And it just goes right over Ski's head. And the Boston Strong fellas form Voltron and try to get through Big Burton, almost knocking him through to another solar system.
Fuera. The snap, Hammond
on,
throws.
Red
Touchdown, Boston!
Listen, oh my goodness. There it is.
Is that the Beantown Boogie? I don't know what that was.
I don't know, but listen, that is Redbeard the Pirate right now for me.
Yar, 6 points for Boston.
I cannot. This has to be the most points the Omegas have ever scored. There's no way they scored more than this.
Well, we'll take a look, but also this affects the plus minus.
Oh, it definitely does. And I know the U's going to be kicking themselves in the foot for this.
Because walking in today, they were plus 7.
Wow. Yo, Corey Hammond in 2 weeks scored a running touchdown on BIC and threw 3 touchdown passes against the U.
This is as much as they scored combined against the
entire
Animals,
season?
the Tribe, and the Watchmen.
Wow.
And they will go for 2.
Ocho Uno. Pray for Corey.
The snap, Hammond on the line.
Woo! Go get it,
and
big
they
fella.
will
Go
get
get it,
in
young
there
fella.
for the 2-point conversion.
Wow, man. Wow. Oh, wow. Boston strong.
And right now,
Wow.
they have scored
Wow.
they have all but matched their total score on the season, Rob.
Mike Jones is 3 touchdowns for Corey. He threw 3 touchdowns today.
That's in just...
He's going to talk filthy on the podcast. Justin Duran's. Wow.
And if you want to get a Corey Hammond jersey like me and Rob desperately want,
Yeah, Mercy Rule's still in play.
you can go to a7fl.com/gear. That's a7fl.com/gear. And get your favorite gear from your favorite A7FL team. You want a hat? You want a T-shirt? You want a jersey? You want you want a photo of my face? You can't get that there, but you can go to a7fl.com/gear and get your favorite A7FL team merch now. Stock up heading into the playoffs. Sponsored and presented by Squad Locker. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. You see the score on the screen, 64-22. And now for the Patterson U.
Who's this? Is this Dot Boss redemption run?
Boss.
Is this Dot Boss's redemption run? Come
Markeith Williamson stopped at the 25.
Oh, they're trying to jump him. Shantae Mayer. Mir is Redbeard the Pirate? Is that him?
And right now, it's 63-18
Oh, my goodness.
in
What
Vegas.
is-
And
I
it's
mean,
more competitive here in New Jersey.
It honestly is.
And these are the 2 teams in the 4 and the 5 seed.
That's the 4 and the 5,
This is
yeah.
the first time the Omegas have scored more than 6 points in a game. First time they've scored double digits in a game. And they're 1 touchdown for tying as many points as they scored
All
entering into
season?
today. All season.
Wow.
They've nearly doubled that. And checking in on the chat, Halo Love saying, I'd like to see an unrealistic comeback.
I mean, this is the one. I mean, if there's no
Snap,
other one.
the throw, the
Oh,
toss
yeah, the pitcher
back.
ladder.
Ooh, to snag Sosa.
you-
He'll run to play at the
Do
40.
you feel the speed?
Yeah,
Off of each step that Snag Sosa takes?
it's nuts.
It's not
nuts.
even like he's running. It's like he's bouncing. Yeah, he's wild.
Let's take a look at the interception.
Mike Jones, you owe me 20,000 pesos, my friend. And look at this hit. Burton. My goodness. You got to wrap that. If Burton wraps up.
Henry Freeman saying Frozone needs 5 more sacks tonight.
Woman! Where's my super soup?
1st and 10, the snap.
Oh, wow. Oh, excuse me. That's not enough.
And that will be incomplete. That throw by number 10, Rashad Knight.
Corey's current wife. Definitely not his ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
Ain't
not
nothing
his
X about that.
She is in it for the long haul. That is Mrs. Hammond.
She is committed to that man. They're
Pat,
the only people as committed to Corey are us.
That's it. Other than that, it's his wife, the kids, us. That's it. And then Corey to himself. No one's more committed to Corey than Corey.
It's 65-18, and that one's a final in Vegas.
And
Shut it down.
Yeah.
The OTT, a week after a historic scoring play.
thanks, man.
It is rough sledding
Insane.
in the Nevada playoffs.
You're telling me that's the 4 versus 5. Our 4 versus 5 is a lot closer than that.
You see that line of demarcation. Heading into today, the OTT scored 256. Now 261. They dropped to 3-3 on the season.
Oh, he's going after him.
Rashad Knight avoids the tackle, almost gets tripped up in the turf and brought down.
Frozone comes in to ice him out.
And for the 4, still will go to 4-2. And will battle the Kryptonite in Week 7 for the 3 seed.
Did the Kryptonite win today? They won today. Blowout.
Flag on the play.
A lot of jarring, a lot of back and forth.
Do you think that the Kryptonite can beat the Force?
Have they not played?
This will be the first time they played this season.
Oh, this is a big
This is a
game
battle for
them.
the 3 spot.
Yeah,
winner of that game next week will be the 3 seed.
And here he comes. He misses the tackle.
And
he gets there. He gets there.
Force winner of their last 3, starting the season 1-2, have turned it around and won their last 3, looking to sweep it on May 21st. And you can see that some jarring and some talking there. Redbeard the Pirate, and it's been a day for Rashad Knight.
It has. It's definitely been a day.
The throw by Knight complete, and he will get inside the 30. He will keep pushing, and he will be brought down at the 31. That's Easy Wingate on the reception.
And Easy has some unreal speed when he gets into open field.
I'm Matt Ryan, joined by Corey Handsome, a.k.a. Big Rob Fabian, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. As that play will go out of reach. And it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys this evening.
Definitely a lot of fun.
We've been on the air for 8 hours now.
And we have. And I think that wraps it up.
And we'll see if it is the mercy rule.
42 points is mercy rule, and I think they're up by 44.
And we'll see if we're ending our night early here. And that is it. The Boston Omegas will walk out with the loss, 64-22.
But their largest score.
The most points they have scored in a game. They were 1 away. And Rob, as we wrap up Week 6 of the A7FL, a lot of stuff heading into the playoffs. We have so many matchups, so many different things that we can walk into our final week of the season. I won't be here on May 21st. As we head, you and Corey Hammond will be calling the action. And as we look at these games and we look at these matchups, I'll pull that up here on my screen here. We'll talk about the schedule. We start next week, the Renegades in the U playing a 10 o'clock game.
That's a big game to be played at 10 o'clock.
And then at 1 o'clock is the BIC versus the Buzz. Right now for the Renegades to hold on to that seed, to that 5th seed. And we've got a lot of action for you. We are going to be off next week for Mother's Day, so you celebrate Mother's Day. We'll have game day action for you. We'll give you the best of the A7FL next week right here on DAZN and A7FL.TV. But on May 21st, Rob and Corey will be calling the action. I'll be off, but in 3 weeks is the A7FL wildcard round. We are going to have huge games across the league, live look-ins, the path to the 9th A7FL championship. The East versus West battle goes through Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Cincinnati, Tampa, and New Jersey. We start that road in 3 weeks. It's going to be wacky. It's going to be wild. We'll be covering the action this week on the 3-on-1 podcast. So be sure to join us on the 3-on-1 podcast. If you're watching us here, we want to say thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching us on A7FL.TV. For Big Rob Fabian, I'm Matt Ryan. We're saying so long. We'll be back with Week 7, the final week. Get yourself